What if I told you that the biggest regret of your life could be avoided right now? And that the one thing holding you back from living your dreams is simply waiting for the perfect time? Asha's story is a reminder that time doesn't wait for anyone, and dreams, they don't have an expiration date. But time, it does. In a small town in India, a woman named Asha learned this lesson the hard way. A lesson that could change everything for you too. So what are you waiting for? Let's dive into Asha's journey and discover how to stop letting time slip away. Because in the end, the biggest mistake is not starting today. Asha, 68 years old, lives in a small town in India. Every morning, she makes a cup of ginger tea and sits on her wooden chair by the window, where birds chirp and the sun rises slowly. But deep inside, she feels an emptiness that can't be filled. Asha retired 5 years ago after a lifelong career as a school teacher. Now her days consist of reading the newspaper, watering plants, and watching TV. Her husband passed away a few years ago, and her children are busy with their own lives in different cities. Life had become too quiet, too still. One day, while cleaning an old cupboard, she found a dusty notebook. It smelled of forgotten dreams. She opened it and saw the first page, written in her young handwriting. My bucket list. Visit Paris and see the Eiffel Tower. Write a book of short stories. Learn how to swim. Asha stared at the list with tears in her eyes. When did I write this? She whispered. She remembered that she was 25 when she made this list, full of hopes and dreams, believing life was long and there would always be time for everything. But then work came first, followed by marriage, children, and responsibilities. Those dreams were always postponed. Now, 43 years later, she realized she had waited too long. Asha began to feel a deep sadness within her. One day, she decided to change. Instead of staying at home, she went for a walk to the park near her house, where the laughter of children filled the air. She sat on a bench next to a young girl who was drawing in her sketchbook. Asha smiled and asked, "What are you drawing?" The girl looked up and smiled, replying, "A story. I want to make a book one day." Asha looked at the girl and felt a sense of familiarity in her eyes. Gently, she said, "I wanted that too. A long time ago." The girl looked at her curiously and asked, "Then why didn't you do it?" Asha paused, thought for a moment, and replied, "I thought I had time. I kept waiting, but time never waits for anyone." The girl's words echoed in Asha's mind all night. "You can still write, Auntie. You just told me a story." The next morning, Asha opened a new notebook. On the first page, she wrote down things she could start doing now. New bucket list. Write short stories for children, read books about Paris, teach swimming theory to kids even though I can't swim. She smiled. Maybe I won't go to Paris, but I can read about it and imagine it. Maybe I can't swim, but I can help kids learn the theory. Maybe I'm not young anymore, but I can still live fully. Every morning she began writing. Her stories were simple but full of love. Stories about school days, kindness, and dreams. She often went to the park and read her stories to the children. They laughed, clapped, and asked for more. One day, a local teacher heard Asha's storytelling and invited her to speak at the school. She said yes. Soon, her stories were published in the school magazine and later in a small book. Her dreams were coming true. Not in the way she had imagined, but in the way life allowed. Asha looked back at her old bucket list, but this time she didn't cry. She smiled because she had learned an important lesson. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. You just need to start. Don't wait until tomorrow. Live today before time passes you by. Dreams don't have an expiration date, but time does. If you keep waiting, you could spend your whole life just waiting. Asha proved that age is not a barrier to following your passion. Life won't wait for you. And if you want to make your dreams come true, don't let time slip away. Start today, even if it's just with small steps. At the end of the video, Asha sends words of encouragement to everyone watching. Dreams aren't just for the young, they're for the brave. Start now, because every small step today will bring you closer to your dream and fill your life with meaning and joy. Don't forget to like, share my buzz, subscribe the ski be my side sky. and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next inspiring stories. Thank you for watching True Spark by Tony. See you in the next video.